Hello and welcome to the official podcast of the Pune Grand Tour 2026. I'm your host Neha Tikam and I'm here to take you into the world of cycling with stories of passion, hard work and love for this sport. The Pune Grand Tour will be India's first global cycling event and is approved as UCI Stage 2.2 race. Today's guest is someone who needs no introduction in the endurance world, a national level cyclist, psychologist and the founder of TerraFit Outdoor Gym. And now he is the Indian vertical ski mountaineering champion and silver medalist in the sprint race, Siddharth Gadekar. Siddharth, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
How did your endurance journey or this racing started?
I think it started 10 years back when I first went for a bicycle ride to this iconic place called Sihagarh, which the race funnily goes through. It's an iconic climb.
Yeah.
And while doing this ride and climbing up Sihagarh on the steep gradients, I realized how much I enjoyed the effort.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the suffering in some funny way. After that, I enrolled myself for a bunch of short high intensity races, hill climbs, and I did well. I got good results. I made it on the national scene as well. After that, I also dabbled with endurance cycling. I completed my Pune to Goa Deccan Cliffhanger race, which earned me a ramp qualification.
Wow.
After that, I further, for the want of more adventure, I further ventured into bike packing and bike packing racing across Kyrgyzstan mountains. So that was a good experience, and that led me to even on the quest to look for even more visceral adventures, which led me to want me to learn to ski. And venture the mountains in the purest form possible, that is ski mountaineering. So that led me to ski mountaineering racing, since I am a bit competitive probably, and I was able to secure my first win in the vertical national championships in Khelo India Winter Games, and a silver medal in the sprint race. I mean, that's my journey in a nutshell.
Yeah, so shifting to ski mountaineering now totally.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I enjoy and love cycling, and I enjoy and love ski mountaineering as much as I enjoy and love trail running for that matter.
So how did your win at ski mountaineering, what did your win at ski mountaineering teach you?
I'll accredit all that to learning, to be able to, or be open enough to learning new skills, new techniques, new systems. There's a saying which goes something like, to climb any ladder, you got to start from the bottom. That is as applicable to learning ski mountaineering. And I had to really scratch my head over this big question I had on how to go about understanding the sport, which has probably not much of an existence in Indian Indian scene for that matter. So it required a lot of learning, understanding the culture, and going abroad by myself to learn techniques associated with the sport, and the inherent nature of ski mountaineering at the base or at the fundamentals is very similar to cycling. That is, you got to perform.
I think few riders from Tour de France are into skimo, right?
Yeah, like and vice versa. So a lot of skimo athletes, the top guys in ski mountaineering racing scene, they race for the world.
So they do it off season?
Yeah, because ski mountaineering season happens from December to April. After that, it's summer, so to say. So a lot of these skimo champions and pro racers basically are a part of World Pro Racing Team, Pro 2 Racing Team, or the second option the second route that they go for is trail running, and the trail running championships as well. So these are two things they dabble with.
Yeah. So what is the one mindset skill every athlete must have?
I'd say perseverance and patience. That is, if not the most important, one of the founding qualities or principles that you need to have as an athlete
True.
to be able to be successful at anything that you do. Being patient and being able to persevere allows you to absorb a lot of experience a lot of wins, as well as absorb a lot of losses for which is required for you to be able to grow and do well at the topmost level. So there's a beautiful saying which goes something like, you're not a champion until only because you stand on the podium. You are a champion because we need to. So there's a saying, beautiful saying that goes, you're not a champion because you stand on the podium. You stand on the podium because you're a champion.
Wow.
So it really, stuck with me, and that really helped me to, explore new boundaries, as well as that's what I tell a lot of athletes or friends who I talk to or help out. That this is one of the key fundamental qualities that you need to have to be able to be successful at anything that you wish for.
Yes. Can you explain us Tour de France format in very short, because a lot of viewers are very new to this stage racing, especially in Pune, which is going to happen in Jan. So can you just explain the Tour TDF in very short?
Yeah, if you're living under a rock and you still don't know about Tour de France is the biggest bike race in the world. It is spread across 21 stages involving many flat stages, many mountain stages, which are super hard, and a few time trial stages, which could be team time trial or individual time trial. So for any rider to win, you got to do your best across these 21 stages and win the overall tour. So it is a true test of endurance, as well as physical ability, as well as mental resilience, as well as team tactics falling in place and clicking to be able to place you well in the overall standing. So Tour de France is the complete package which people love and enjoy.
And why is this stage racing so tough as compared to single day races?
Single day racing, the event usually lasts anywhere from an hour probably to 6 hours or 8 hours, some of the longer classics for that matter, right? But so the effort is for that one day where you got to do your best, be your best.
Correct.
Why Tour de France or any Grand Tour or any stage racing is a different beast altogether is because you got to be good day in and day out,
every
day after day.
You have to put that effort.
And the law of averages work in the favor of the champion, and that's how a champion is decided, because on an average he's had better days than the rest of the field.
Right.
So there's a lot more drama, there's a lot more racing and tactics to unfold in stage races, which sometimes one day race sometimes fall short of.
Right. Can you explain the Tour de France jerseys in short, like which jersey is hardest to win?
Yes, so there is the yellow jersey, which is the main jersey which signifies the overall classification or the general classification for a rider to be able to win the tour. So the rider who has won the tour outright dons the yellow jersey. Then you have the polka dot jerseys, which is king of the mountains. So that signifies if you've accumulated a lot of mountain points and finished well ahead of the bunch in almost all the climbs in the spread across stages. Then there is the green jersey, which is awarded to the guy with most sprint points, who accumulates a lot of sprint points across the mid sprints that happen in stage or the stage finish as well. So that's green jersey, and the final jersey is white jersey, which is awarded to the best young rider who is below 26 years of age. And who's got the best time amongst the riders under 26 years of age. So these are the four jerseys.
And which one do you feel which is the hardest to win?
Yellow, of course. Obviously. Yellow is, tells you the whole story. All the trial and tribulations.
Right.
If you can stand that, then you get the yellow jersey.
So what is the most important rider team role in TDF? Like domestic, lead out, climber, like can you share?
It's a tough one, to be honest. Like each role has a multitude of significance. Domestique take cares of his leader throughout the race. Lead out rider basically leads a sprinter across the finish line, considering a lot of options, sensing the flow of the race, and carrying his sprint leader on his wheel to launch him into the finish. So that is something pretty fantastic. So I would like to go with a lead out guy. I mean, that is one of the really hectic or trying role, challenging role, which probably isn't that glamorous or isn't that mainstream, but it requires a lot of the ability of the rider to sense the flow of the race and tactics, positioning. It is very cerebral and at the same time animalistic to be able to sense the flow of things.
Great. One tour tactic Indian cyclists should learn?
I'd say, sticking to the plan and doing your best to support the leader. And then these things add up and get you the best result possible rather than not sticking to the race plan or supporting the leader.
Right.
And
so it is always a team kind of a effort which you get.
Yeah, so because for any Tour de France success, the guy who wins the general classification is because of his teammates as well as he's strong. Both the conditions should be present.
Right.
Same applies to this scenario as well. It's a stage race. The importance of team taking care of you and you sheltering behind the team is
trusting each other. Yes.
Listening to your director sportif, your team director, your strategy. It's super important for you to be able to execute the best possible play in the game.
Right. Yeah. What excites you most about this Pune Grand Tour?
Pune Grand Tour is something super exciting because it's the first UCI level event happening in India.
Pune, true.
So I believe international riders and UCI are going to get a taste of India culturally, geographically. It's a whole new ball game. Let's take the geography for that matter. The climbs in the race with iconic climbs like Sihagarh for that matter are pretty steep.
Right.
So tactics are going to vary. Riders are going to need to study the course.
Heat.
Acclimatization is going to play a huge role because India is hot.
Yes.
Right. So that is going to play a huge role, as well as, of course, this minute things like wind, getting your feed properly. All these things, add up, compound into you getting the best possible result. So, so gauging the race is going to matter a lot for the team to do well.
Right. Your favorite TDF rider, and tell us why.
I think we live in the times of Tadej Pogačar.
Obviously.
It's like he's Neo from the Matrix, right? The only thing that he still cannot do is probably bend space and time. But other than that, I mean, he's done everything. He's won tour after tour.
Right.
He's won all the classics. Yeah, I mean,
amazing.
We are living in the time of Tadej Pogačar. So.
Yes. And what makes Pogačar and Vingegaard special?
They both need each other. That rivalry.
Like Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, I mean, you can call it that. But they are. I see it as a dance. They are both the best dance partners.
True.
They each could have, because Vingegaard is so good and such a great GC rider and such a great climber.
Right. Yeah.
That makes Pogačar up his game that much more. Imagine a world without Vingegaard right now.
Absolutely.
So then it will be
very
a bit dry and boring to just see Pogačar do his thing.
Yeah.
Because Vingegaard pushes him and vice versa, and Pogačar pushes Vingegaard. We get to see, we get to spectate the most amazing era of cycling.
True. So why is Cavendish a sprint legend? What do you feel?
Oh, Cavendish is a whole different saga altogether. Cavendish is the sprinter with most stage wins in the Tour de France. I believe it's 35 stage wins.
Oh.
He has just surpassed Eddie Merckx, who had 34 stage wins. So yeah, I mean, what he's done during his era with STC team and his lead out guys, and winning so many of these critical high tensioned power packed sprints and nailing them down to the tee. It's mind boggling. To the point that the next guy in the current tour is Tadej Pogacar with 21 wins, I believe. So he's still
leading,
getting closer, but he's still significantly far away from Mark Cavendish.
Amazing.
The man's missile is next level.
Great.
Yeah.
Top tip for back-to-back stage racing?
Team tactics is definitely one thing that comes to the top of my head. The second is, of course, which all the riders know because of their immense experience, is rationing your effort. It is not about being a star on one day and suffering for the rest of the days. It's about rationing your effort and going, accordingly, managing your effort, pacing and strategy, sensing the flow of the race.
Correct. So how do you find your journey from cycling to skimo?
So the routes are very much the same. That is, a big aerobic engine is required, which cycling made me, help me understand and work towards. So that carries over really well across ski mountaineering and vice versa.
Right.
The skill-based part is different, but the pacing and the strategizing and energy conservation or energy expenditure that I learned through cycling is very much applicable to ski mountaineering as well.
Right.
Let's take an example of the vertical race that I did. Vertical race in ski mountaineering is very similar to a time trial event, individual time trial event in cycling. It's like you by yourself against the wind, trying to set the best time across the course as possible. Here as well, in ski mountaineering, in vertical race, it's you against the elements.
Right.
There is not as much team strategy, but more about the power to weight ratio, which matters
also
big
in the cycling,
time. As well as having a good technique, light technique. So having that big aerobic engine really helps. Yeah.
Great. You have cycled extensively around Pune. So do you have any insights to share with our Pune Grand Tour riders?
Being from Pune, I have, like as you mentioned, I have cycled a lot.
Right.
And enjoyed all the climbs that Pune has to offer. Let's take the example of Sihagat climb that is going to happen in the stage 2 of this race.
Correct.
So that's a critical climb and it gets very steep in places in switchbacks. So I think riders need to study to be able to understand the nature of the climb and the pivotal or the crucial attack places where the race is going to break apart, because the gradient is going to dictate the different strategies, with team sending riders up on some really steep bits to make the other guys suffer. So doing your homework on these critical climbs like Sihagat is going to be,
will be helpful,
a make or break situation.
Or tactics. Right. Great. So any one message for all Pune Grand Tour riders?
So a lot of UCI and pro riders are going to be coming to Pune, to India for the first time. They're going to experience India, which is a new country for them altogether.
Right.
They're going to experience the culture and the geography. For the same, for them to do well, they will need to do their homework.
Correct.
Because of the change in elements and all the parameters from, let's say, Europe to India. You have to factor that in.
Right.
And that will, probably
new challenges,
be a crucial factor in, how the race goes.
Right.
So do your homework.
Great. Yeah. What is a roadmap for any beginner to get into racing?
So if any kid is starting in the Indian racing scene, he needs to first pile up a bunch of training and volume in his legs. That goes without saying. Then take up his first few local races, do well, get through in the state selections, do well, go to the national scene and do well. And I'd also, it will be amazing for anyone who's serious enough to progress in the sport, to think into getting into Europe, into the racing scene over there, because that's where all the racing is.
Right.
Understanding racing, understanding tactics, understanding the ins and outs of this amazing sport, and developing himself as a rider, so that he or she does well at the international stage. So good results locally, state wise, as well as nationally, along with experience abroad in Europe. And that means living and staying there and accruing all the important vital experience through subjecting himself or herself through all the different formats and forms of racing out there. That will be a key aspect for anyone to progress and do well in the sport.
Right. So, being a coach, any tips for beginner cyclists?
You can save a lot of time by being scientific and undergoing a structured training plan, because it helps you save time and effort by not beating around the bush, not wasting energy and time by doing stuff that doesn't count or is counterintuitive to training and developing. So getting a coach in your corner is the biggest upgrade you can find if you are waging your progress against time. So getting coached would be number one. Second is taking care of yourself, which a lot of athletes sometimes don't get right. You have to hone that drill, hone that really well, and it sometimes comes through experience that you've got to take care in terms of eating well. The diet has to be spot on as you progress, because your body needs good clean fuel to perform. So
sleep,
and the second aspect is sleep, which a lot of youngsters overlook. Sleep is that miracle drug which is free, which ensures improvement over time, because it allows your body to cope up with the training stress and recover and get stronger. You don't get strong during training, you get strong after your body recovers from a hard training session. So for that to happen, your sleep should be spot on. These two things, along with a structured training plan, will help you physically to cope up to the stresses of racing and doing well. Other thing I'd like to highlight big time is the mental aspect and the mental side and attitude towards racing, and having a growth mindset rather than being ruled by emotions. You should be able to control them and channelize them in a better way, so that the emotions don't get the better of you. You need to, as you grow as an athlete, you learn to understand yourself more and more. It's a journey within oneself. Once you learn to understand, then everything becomes a lot more beautiful, as well as you start looking things in a growth mindset. That is, every experience becomes a fruitful one, because you learn something out of it. Be a positive experience or a negative experience. There is learning in both, and there is more learning generally in negative experiences or in results that are not so well, because that's where you get to correct a lot of wrongs and become better and progress. And if you persist, if you hang around, if you have the growth mindset, if you look at things more often positively than negatively, that will be a huge contributor for your success as an athlete or a cyclist for that matter.
Now that the UCI 2.2 race is coming to India for the very first time, what does it mean for India, for Pune?
Cycling coming to India is going to be very exciting, because cycling inherently has the biggest and the best spectator presence amongst probably all of sports, because it happens on the road with real people, with real audience, moving through hundreds of kilometers. Imagine that atmosphere happening on the streets first time in India, and that will be a pivotal moment for the sport to inspire the youth and the people in India, in Pune, to commit more to cycling, commit more to health, and understand racing and take up this beautiful sport. So it's a amazing opportunity that finally World Tour racing is going to be taking place, unfolding on the streets of Pune in India for the first time. That is going to, I'm sure, catapult a series of positive reactions, which will help the youth steer more towards cycling and taking up cycling as a sport. So I'm really excited to witness this race, World Tour level race for the first time in India on the roads, which I never imagined. We always imagined that to witness World Tour racing, we'll have to go to Europe. This time it's the other way around. It's World Tour racing is coming to Pune.
Our backyard,
so I'm really excited to be on the street, on the most iconic climbs across Pune, to cheer for the riders and witness it for the first time in India's history. It's going to be amazing. Let's be there and cheer the riders.
Yes. Thank you so much, Siddharth, for giving us so many insights into the world of cycling. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thanks.